It's a plan that will save or create 3 to 4 million jobs over the next few years, and one that recognizes both the paradox and the promise of this moment. The fact that there are millions of Americans trying to find work, even as all around the country there's so. This week, the House passed the American Recovery and Reinvestment Plan, which will save or create more than 3 million jobs. It will save or create more than 3 million jobs over the next 2 years, all across the country. 16,000 in Maine, nearly 80,000 in Indiana, almost all of them in the private sector, and all of them jobs that help us recover today. And it will save or create more than 3.5 million jobs over the next 2 years, ignite spending by businesses and consumers alike, and lay a new foundation for our lasting economic growth and prosperity. I know that banks and big student lenders won't like the idea that we're ending their huge taxpayer subsidies, but that's how we'll save taxpayers nearly $50 billion and make college more affordable. There you go. And that's why on Wednesday, I signed a presidential memorandum to end unnecessary no-bid contracts and dramatically reform the way contracts are awarded. Reforms that will save the American people up to $40 billion. That's why we'll establish a process through which every government worker can submit their ideas for how their agency can save money and perform better. And to restore a sense of fairness to our tax code and common sense to our economy, I've asked Congress to work with me in closing the loopholes that let companies ship jobs and stash profits overseas. Reforms that will help save $210 billion over the next 10 years. Coupled with comprehensive reform, their efforts could help to save our nation more than $2 trillion in the next 10 years and save hardworking families $2,500 each in those coming years. That's why this week I signed a bill that will eliminate some of the waste and inefficiency in our defense projects. Reform that will better protect our nation, better protect our troops, and save taxpayers tens of billions of dollars. And this includes over $300 billion that we will save through changes like reducing Medicare overpayments to private insurers and rooting out waste in Medicare and Medicaid. It was designed to save jobs and create new ones. She had to use up her retirement funds to save her own life, to save money over the long run. Taken together, the reforms we're seeking will, if you work hard and meet your responsibilities, this country is going to honor our collective responsibility to you, to ensure that you can save and secure your retirement. In fact, the insurance industry is rolling out the big guns and breaking out their massive war chest to marshal their forces for one last fight to save the status quo. They're making it easier for these families to save for retirement. In order to keep growing, we need to spend less, save more, and get our federal deficit under control. Many more are struggling to afford health care premiums and house payments, let alone to save for an education or retirement. Small businesses and Americans who don't get any insurance today